Hello there, World Tankers. Welcome back to my videos. I'm wot Blitz, and today I'm going over the 59 Patton, which is going to be actually an upcoming tank in an event, and it's also getting a legendary camouflage, which is pretty cool. Now, most of you have just heard about this in news, or it's been rumors, but it has been confirmed this is going to be a tank that you can earn an event, hopefully, easily and for free. And I just thought I'd get ahead of the competition, make a video on this tank early, and tell you guys what I think of it and whether or not it's going to be worth the probably pretty tough grind to earn it. Now, as always, it is a free tank that you can earn, so usually I would say it's worth it. But this tank actually I really like, and they recently also buffed its cupola from about 80 millimeters thick to about 170, 180 thick, which means that you're pretty much able to bounce tier 7s with it. Tier 8s can have a bit of a hard time penning now if you're able to wiggle it back and forth. And you can see I am just giving this T-2064 so much pain. Just shell after shell right into his vehicle. Also, some of you guys were asking why I had grass on my screen. Actually, I play on iPad, and there actually is not grass on my iPad. It just pops up as there is on my computer just because I'm recording the replay through my computer. I don't play on PC, though. But you can see we've already picked up 1800 damage, and this is just a normal little match. T49 turns his turret. I'm going to run over the hill, because a lot of people don't know this. This tank actually has 10 degrees of gun depression, which is really, really good. Which means that you're able to just really use this tank like a beast. And something different about this vehicle than the T95E2 is that this tank actually has a very well-armored turret, being, I'd say, about 220, 250 thick on the front. The gun mantlet is impenetrable. Pretty much I call this tank like a tier 8 M60, and that's why I like it so much. It's really just this amazing vehicle. And its gun has its AP shells, and they have quite a bit of pen. I think they're sitting at about 180 with the AP shells. However, the heat has 268 millimeters of penetration, which is already amazing. But you can load heat shells with calibrated, which I do on this vehicle, and it brings your heat pen up to 295. Now, if you don't know how much pen that is, that's pretty much enough pen to go through a mouse's cheeks, its lower plate, a Jagdpanther's side. It has the same penetration as a T-22 medium at tier 10 without calibrated. That's how much penetration that is. And it's quite ridiculous just how much penetration it has, and also the damage per minute on this tank is very nice. Even when shooting standard just heat shells with its calibrated on, it still pulls out 2000. If you use AP, it's 2294. And if you don't like to run calibrated and you run gun rammer, it's 2,500 damage per minute, which is just really good. Not to mention this tank got some speed buffs recently. Not this update, but a couple of updates ago. It got a little bit quicker, a little bit more accurate, so it's also a very quick vehicle. And you can see 80,000 credits. This tank has an excellent credit coefficient. You will never lose credits in this tank, even if you do awful and you just spam heat. You will gain 80, 90, 100,000 credits. If you run credit boosters, this might be one of the best tanks to grind credits in the game. But let's get stuck in that second replay so you can really just see how much of a beast this tank can be on a ridgeline. Now, most of you guys know that Canyon is an excellent map for mediums, especially mediums that have good gun depression and decently armored turrets, and this tank checks both of those boxes off. Not to mention it has a very accurate gun, and it's a very quick firing gun, so you can put a lot of pressure and pain on the enemy. And you're really going to see this tank just really just shine so well in this battle. And really, to be honest, these are two games that you saw were one after another. They were the only two games I played in this tank to get a video out. That's how much I like this tank. I actually like this tank more than the Type 59. Now, most of you might disagree with that, but personally, this tank is more damage per minute, it's more accurate, it's got more heat penetration, it's got about the same standard pen. You can see you wouldn't be able to do that in the Type 59. I'm able to just peek right over that ridge, tap a shell into that T-34 too. Look at that, tap another shell, and unfortunately their RHM is over there, but he did low roll us, and because he shot me, I know that I have just enough time to snap one more shell into that T-34 too. He missed another one of his 400 alpha shells, and we've already picked up 678 damage. And this tank is just so good at racking out that damage. It's got the same reload as an AMX CDC, except the reason this tank is so good, unlike the T95E2, I do like the 95E2, but this is a much better version of that tank in my opinion, is because this tank actually has decent armor. It's sitting on a Type 59 hull, and it's got a Patton turret, not the tier 10 Patton of course, but it still is very thick on the front, being about 230 as I said, which means you're pretty much able to ricochet any shells fired at your turret. And now that the cupola has been buffed, it's even going to be hard to penetrate that, and it's going to be quite of a troll, because some players that don't pay attention to updates and don't know about the tank aren't going to realize why their high explosive isn't pending that cupola anymore. And really, to be honest, I think cupolas are making this tank better, because what happens is people aim at that so long and hard, and then when they miss, they've spent an extra 5 seconds in the reload aiming at it. They miss because they're spending so much time trying to aim at it, and while that's happening, you're shooting them over and over. It really makes this tank just so nasty. You can see that KV3 bounced right off our turret. And because of that, we're going to tap one shell on them. Are we going to be able to get another? I'm going to shoot the Centurion just because he's the biggest threat right now. Just finish him off. And you can see we've already picked up 3,200 damage. Unfortunately, we don't get that shell, and that KV3 just manages to overmatch our side armor. However, now I'm just going to keep pumping him. We've managed to get his track. And now I want to clear this 34 too. And boom, one shell in. You can see he has shot us once for 430, but now what does he have? Like a 14-second reload? We can just non-stop shoot him. I don't even need to worry about him out-reloading me. I'm just going to let my teammate deal with him. Go over to this KV3, hopefully snap a shell into him. Yes, we do. 4,078 damage. This is my first game in this tank. I haven't played it in maybe 3 months, and that's just how crazy this tank is and how good it is. Personally, I think this might be one of the best medium tier 8s in the game, and I really would encourage you guys to rush down at that event. Even if you don't get it, pick it up for $5, $10, whatever it costs. You can see 104,000 credits. I didn't fire any heat, but we just managed to pick up a crazy ton of credits, 4,000 damage, picked up the mastery. You can see on the team we did excellent. We pretty much carried the whole game. It wasn't even that much skill required. Only one of our shells missed because this tank has very good accuracy and it has decent dispersion. Overall, I just really hope you guys rush down this line and pick all of them up. And I hope to see you guys in the future on these tanks. But other than that, make sure to join the Discord. I'll have the description down below with it in it. And make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.